Two lions stopped the construction of a railway. Not an army, not a storm, not a disease. Two lions. In 1898, workers were building a bridge over the Tsavo River in East Africa. It was part of a major railway line crossing what is now Kenya. But at night, lions began entering the camp. Soon, the workers were not afraid of the job. They were afraid of the dark. The British administration was building a railway from the coast into the interior of East Africa. For the empire, it was a project of control, trade, and movement. For the workers, it meant hard labor in heat, disease, and wild country. At the Tsavo River, they had to build a bridge. A camp appeared nearby. Tents, fires, supplies, rails. People trying to survive one more night. But lions lived in that region, and two of them began acting in a way the workers did not expect. They did not simply stay nearby. They started coming into the camp. At first, the workers thought these were isolated attacks. Then it became clear. The lions were returning. Night after night. People built fences from thorn branches. They kept fires burning. They tried not to be alone, but the fear kept growing. The work slowed down. Some workers left the camp. The bridge project itself was threatened. The strangest part was that there were only two lions, but they moved as if they understood the weak points of the camp. They appeared where no one expected them, and vanished back into the dark. The bridge construction was overseen by engineer and officer John Henry Patterson. At first, the lions were a dangerous problem. Then they became a personal hunt. Patterson tried ambushes. He built hiding places. He waited through the night, but the lions were not ordinary targets. They avoided traps, changed their routes, and kept the camp under pressure. Years later, Patterson wrote a book about the events, and his account helped turn the Tsavo lions into a legend. In December of 1898, Patterson finally killed the first lion. A few weeks later, he killed the second. After that, the attacks stopped. The bridge over the Tsavo River was completed. The railway continued, but the story of the two lions had already become bigger than the construction project itself. Patterson claimed that the number of victims was very high. Later researchers revised those numbers. Today, historians often say the real number was not 140, but closer to several dozen. Even so, the story remains disturbing. Because two animals really did stop a massive human project. Today, the Tsavo lions are in a museum in Chicago. Their story is still studied. Researchers continue to ask why they began hunting people. There may have been several reasons: a shortage of normal prey, disease among animals, injuries, the landscape, and the worker camp itself, where people were vulnerable. But the main point of the story is simpler. Humans came to East Africa with rails, plans, and the belief that they could push through any land. Then two lions showed that nature does not always step aside for a road. Sometimes it comes out at night, and makes even a railway stop.